Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning here, August 24th. A buddy of mine sent me a link of this NFAC guy talking about AR and sending the bolt home, makes the weapon fire, and all this other stuff, which is complete bullcrap, except if it's full auto. So when you're holding the trigger down, the bolt goes home and it lets the hammer go home, hit the firing pin over and over again until you let go of the bolt. So of course, he sent me the link, and I was like, okay, so what does this NFAC mean? So it means like not fucking around coalition, paramilitary organization in the U.S. has been described by media as black militia, been linked to the new Black Panther Party, denies any connection to it or the Black Lives Matter. So don't believe whatever you believe on there. But so far, I've watched this video several times, and I'm just like, this guy's just completely full of shit. So we're going to go through the video, and then I'll comment at the end regarding what all he says.
This is my first weapon that I ever bought. I bought this weapon back in 1990 in Germany. This is an XR-15 shorty. We call it a bullpup because this bitch got kicked to it. This bitch will knock you the fuck down. The interesting thing about this weapon is if I pull back the bolt, see that? See the bolt? There's no bullet in there. Pay very close attention. If I'm not paying attention and I take this weapon and I bang it, look what just happened. The bolt goes forward. The weapon has fired. I didn't touch the trigger. I just simply banged it on the table. If you sit down and you bang this on the ground, you will blow your head off. It happens in basic training every day. And you all get a letter and a flag saying your son was killed in a training accident. An old shotgun, if you drop it, it will fire. So don't believe these motherfuckers running around talking about you shouldn't have had your hand on the trigger. You don't have to have your hand on the trigger. Let me show you again. I'm going to sit down. I'm tired. You just committed an incident. Your hand was not on the trigger. Doesn't make a difference whether, and it was on safe. Unless you understand weapons for real, don't you listen to these motherfuckers who have no intention of ever picking up one and who don't understand that weapons go off by themselves all the time.
Okay, that's complete horse shit. So, bullpup. So, is I think I get where this guy's getting a lot of his information is from Reddit. I got a few screenshots that I did of the XR-15 bullpup, and literally this guy says verbatim, as you can see here, some of my screenshots I'm putting here, that that's literally where he's getting at, because I just typed in XR-15 bullpup. If you go Google XR-15 bullpup, you'll see the pictures that I'm posting here. So that I'm putting in here. So it's just really the whole thing is boot camp, like whatever. I think this guy was probably like he probably got sent home. Like he probably got kicked out of the boot camp somewhere. So, and just for those that use, it's like, okay, you don't know what you're talking about, you don't know nothing. So I did 20 years in the Marine Corps. I did several combat deployments, Iraq, Afghanistan. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about that stuff. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about my job and all that stuff. But I've been around ARs for 20 plus years. I've built over a dozen of them for myself. I've showed other people and helped other people and all that. But this guy has no idea what he's talking about. So the whole, when the bolt goes home and come out, it goes off or whatever, It has a free floating firing pin. I'm going to put a picture in here in a second of what the bolt carrier group looks like. So the firing pin, it actually moves, it can slide back and forth a little bit. And what happens, rarely, but it does happen, is that the firing pin goes and it'll slide forward and it'll hit the primer. Okay, this is the primer here in the middle. Very few chances that has actually, very rare that it's actually set off. Set the round off. There have been reloaders and stuff, and some people, they call them slam fires, where the primer isn't seated all the way, and it protrudes just enough that that little bit of force of the firing pin hitting it can set the round off and stuff like that. The whole thing where he says the happens all the time in boot camp and all that crap. No, because if it happened all the time in boot camp, you freaking idiot, they would not be allowing people to go. They wouldn't be using that gun. So, and he said he got it in Germany in 1990. I don't know about the laws back then, so he brought it back to America. So it may or may not be illegally brought back into America. XR15 bullpup, like I said, if you just go and, like I said, I'm going to put these little screenshots in here that you can see in the screenshots, that this guy's got all his info from like Reddit, like somebody posted in Reddit, which is Reddit is just completely a bunch of damn nonsense anyway for the most part. But anyway, and who knows, this is probably the guy, and he may have done this video because July 25th, NFAC Black Militia member gun discharges, injures 3. It probably could have been this guy, and this is probably why he made the stupid video. I don't know the exact date this video was released, because it's been everywhere and everybody's reposted and all this other stuff. But that's probably why he made the video, was because of the whole thing. Just go look up NFAC Black Militia member gun discharges, injures 3. So, and without touching the trigger, very rare, and that means something's really wrong with the gun that needs to get checked out. So this guy's just so full of, he's just so full, it's mind-boggling. I even showed it to my daughter, and she's like, no. Because of the fact that the safety is a positive block for keeping the trigger from going off. So, it's just mind-boggling how stupid some of these people are. So anyway, so there you go. That's my thoughts. It's just, he's full of crap, and he should never be around firearms. He's going to end up hurting somebody else. So anyway, so that's my thoughts, my comments about that. So you have a nice rest of your week.